So first thing, you all have a computer, right? First thing, we need to register MyLab Math. Actually, MyLab Statistic. That is where do we do our homework, quizzes, and tests. So go to your Blackboard. You should be able to see the screen, right? Yeah. Go to the Blackboard and on the menu, look for course materials. In Blackboard, the course shell of class. On the menu, look for course materials. And then review access code. Click the blue button, review access code. And on the upper right, copy the access code. That's the first thing you need to do. Once you copy the access code, you are going to go back the course shell. Yeah, please do not click the cross. If you click the cross, you have to go back to enter the shell again. Click this arrow, go back arrow head. Click that. And we go back the course shell, and on the menu, you are going to find MyLab Statistics. You are going to find the MLS, MyLab Statistics. And open Pearson. From here, the system will guide you through the process. If you have not have an account with Pearson, you would need to create an account with Pearson. Please use the Tulsa CC edu email to register. Let's see, do we have an... Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me or you can type your question in the chat function. Am I clear about that, guys? Yeah, we have more people join us. The first thing, we need to register in MyLab Statistics. Go to the course shell in Blackboard. And you want to mute yourself? Okay. So let me give you 3 minutes for that, all right? On my end, I would be able to see how many students enrolled. When the number matches the number of people attend meeting today, then we'll move to the next task. So far, we have 5 students enrolled. We have 8 enrolled now.
Yesterday it showed me the access code, but today it's not showing me an access code. It's just telling me to enter a code. It's like a whole different page.
When you go to course materials, you copy the code and then you go to MyLab Statistics.
Okay.
So once you copy the code, you're gonna leave course materials, go back the menu, and go to the MyLab Statistics. From there, you will see something that you can paste the code. You cannot access that until later this evening. May I ask why is that?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Kelly Perry.
Okay.
It's better you register right now. Unless you are looking at a cell phone, I do not recommend. You should have a computer to take the class. Okay, you got it? Perfect. Could you go back through the steps? Means the first few minutes. Okay, so you go to your Blackboard. And then on the menu, click course materials. Review the access code. There's a blue button. And then copy the code. Once you copy the code, you're gonna go back the menu. Go back the menu and then click My Lab Statistics. From there, the system will guide you through the process. Again, if you do not have an account with Pearson yet, you need to create an account. Make sure you secure your username, your password. You need to use an email address. Please use tulsacc.edu email. Use your institutional email to register. Have we got that done yet? Not yet. Okay, take your time. Very important to register, because that's the place we do our homework assignments, quizzes, and tests. If you can pass or fail this class really depends on your performance there. We have to open Pearson. So once you copy the code, you are going to go back to course shell in Blackboard. And then in the course shell in Blackboard, on the menu, you are going to click My Lab Statistics. And then you would have a couple of yellow buttons need to click on. So you need to go to Pearson, but you need to go to Pearson through Blackboard. You don't go to Pearson website. Let's wait 2 more minutes on that, okay? Yeah, we still have the same people enrolled. I did that. I just have to sign in now, but I haven't used it since last year. So I'm not sure what the password is. Oops, then you would have to either find your password or create a new account. But you probably can't, because if you already use the Tulsa CC email address. Yeah, one more minute. If you have trouble to get that done, we're gonna continue later, okay? After the class, you can email me.
Is it true that we have to go to campus to take exams?
Yes, that's true. You would have to go to one of the 4 testing centers of Tulsa CC or TCC to take your exams. We'll go through that on the syllabus in a moment. All right, so most of you have the first thing taken care of. Yeah, again, very, very important. Make sure you register in MyLab Statistic, because that's where we do our homework, quizzes, and tests. So next thing, in Blackboard, do you see announcements? So far, I posted 2 announcements in this section. The first announcement is grading, and also I attached the syllabus here. The second announcement is about one thing I update about the syllabus is my student hour. My student hour will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is my Zoom ID. Yeah, you can add me and we start. I can help you through the Zoom meeting. And let's go to syllabus. And please download your syllabus here. Download your course syllabus here. We're going to go through some important thing in the syllabus. Okay, this is a remote class. So communication is very important. What's the best way to communicate with me? Besides we meet in the virtual classroom, the best way to contact me is through email. This is my email address. All right. So in your TCC email box, if you type Betty Guo, you will see this email address shows up, and you can shoot me an email very quickly. Yeah, I will respond to your email as soon as I can within 24 hours. Very important, okay? The best way to contact me is through email. And also my student hours, as I mentioned earlier, is every Tuesday and every Thursday morning from 10 to 11. And this is my Zoom ID. It's better you can show me an email and telling me I need to meet you up through Zoom this morning, and I'll see you at 10. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really open my Zoom app. So you would have to let me know ahead of time. And we scroll down and look at the textbook. The purchase of the physical textbook is optional, not mandatory. And you really don't have to buy because it's very expensive. The mandatory purchase is your access code to the software with Pearson. It's called MyLab. Here is actually not MyLab Math, it's actually MyLab Statistic. If you took algebra with Pearson, with TCC, and we use the same software, it's called MyLab Math. But this one, specifically for a statistics class, is called MyLab Statistic. And you actually already paid for the code. when you enroll in a class, you pay the tuition. The tuition includes the access code, so you do not have to pay twice. If you are on scholarship, your scholarship already pays that as well. So that is the textbook. Calculator. You are encouraged to have a TI-84 calculator. Yeah, in my syllabus, I state TI-84 calculator is required because I'm going to use this technology to process the problems. If you do not have one, that will be a problem, right? You don't understand. Yeah. So I would require you to have a TI-84 or 83. 83 works as well. TI-84, 83 calculator. It is possible you can borrow one. I'm not sure evening because our class is at the evening time. But if you go to one of the 4 tutoring center on campuses, they have the TI-84 calculator available. You can check out a calculator for the day. I don't know how long they would let you to keep it. I'm not sure you have to return before they get off the work. So, but TI-84 calculator is very important. If you want to pass this class, you want to have a good score, you'd better have a TI-84 calculator. Let me read the chat here. Some people are stuck in the other classroom, really, and didn't know how to get into this one. I should have the date. Today is August the 15th, right? Today is August the 15th. Let me see. Virtual classroom. If they stuck, they just leave that classroom and enter the right one. Recurring. This is August 15th. But this is August 15th. Are we here? Let's see. I had to download and use Firefox. Chrome would not allow me to log in. Click the one above today's. I think we were in the general room. So did I click the wrong one?
I think you're good, Professor, but
Mhm.
people, including myself, clicked on the name of the course, Elementary Statistics, instead of clicking the date, because just didn't know that it was supposed to be the date.
Oh, okay. I should have post an announcement explaining that. If they click that, the general one, they should have a list that comes out and with all the meetings. And today is the first meeting. Yeah, we have more people join us though. We have 16 students now. So if you missed the first part of the class, please watch the video. I'm recording it. You missed the part, register MyLab Math. Okay, so let me continue, all right? Yeah, let me continue here. We were on syllabus. We were talking about TI-84 calculator, right? Yeah, please, you can borrow one. I know it's expensive. Yeah, the new one costs over $100. But you can maybe ask around and borrow a TI-84 calculator. I'm gonna tell you it's definitely worth the money. Because once you enroll this class, you want to have a good score. And the technology is a very important part of doing your work. I think everyone has a different access code. Okay, so since you are asking that, let's go back a little bit. The first task is to register in MyLab Statistics, right? I have a message right here. Earlier, I typed the steps. I can find it. Yeah, go to the course shell in Blackboard. On the menu, click course materials. In course materials, you would be able to review the code. There's a blue button, click it. And then look at upper right, you should be able to see the button to copy the code. Just click twice. Once you copy the code, you are going to leave that course material and then go back to menu. Go back to course shop. And on the menu, you click My Lab Statistics. You will see My Lab Statistics on the menu. You click that. And then you will see a yellow button, a couple of yellow buttons, and they would guide you through the process to register. If you do not have an account with Pearson yet, you would need to create an account. Please use your TCC email. When I say TCC email today, there was a girl really used tcc.edu. Our email address after @ is tulsacc.edu. Yeah, make sure you use your tulsacc.edu to create the account. All right. So if you are working on that, that's the steps you need to take. Okay, Madison, yeah, you were sitting in the wrong classroom. Okay, I'm glad most of you make it in the right classroom. All right, so I'm going to continue with the syllabus. What is so important that earlier I mentioned? Besides the access code, I mean the MyLab statistics, you need a TI-84 calculator, all right, in case you didn't hear me and you are working on something else. Okay, yeah, let me look at here. We have 11 students registered. That's far less than enough, maybe half of the class. Yeah, try to get it done today, all right? Yeah, try to get it done today. If you miss the class, the beginning of the class, please watch the video. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Okay, so let's continue with the syllabus. Once again, very important thing, you need a TI-84 calculator. Okay, that's the technology for this class. Besides the internet, computer, you know. And next thing on the syllabus, I need to point it out, very, very important. Do you see the sentence in red? Do you see the sentence in red? That is our attendance policy. That is our attendance policy. Let me explain what is our attendance policy. By the end of the semester, you might get an A on your transcript, right? You might get a B or C or D or F. And that letter grade on your transcript is going to be the lower one of those two things. Which two things? Your course total and your attendance score. Let me explain. Yeah, what is your course total? Your course total depends on the following 3 items, okay? The first item is your homework assignments. In MyLab statistics, you will have 37 homework assignments. They are all equally weighted and in total account for 30% of your course total. Yeah, your course total without considering the extra credit is 100%. So 30% of the course total is your homework assignments. All those questions, you have unlimited attempts. You can try one time, another time until you get it right. So I encourage you to have 100%, like a full point for all the 37 MyLab Stat homework assignments. You can totally do that because you have unlimited attempts, right? If the first time you got it wrong, you try again. If you get it wrong again, then you try more times, right? If you really don't know, you email me. So there's no way you do not get 100%. So that is the 30% of the course total homework assignments. The second item or second category is your quizzes. Okay, we are going to have 10 chapter quizzes. 10 chapter quizzes. Each quiz accounts for 2%. So 2 times 10, 20%. So your quizzes account for 20%. Unfortunately, you do not have unlimited attempts for your quizzes, for the 10 chapter quizzes. You only have 3 attempts for the questions in those quizzes. You know, to be honest, 3 attempts is more than you need, because you basically only need 2, right? If the first time you messed up, then you write down the questions you messed up and you figure it out, and then you try again, you should be able to do them all, right? Yeah, but you have 3 attempts. Yeah, you only have 3 attempts maximum for the questions on the 10 chapter quizzes. On the 10 chapter quizzes, that is 20% of the course total. The third category is our 4 exams. 4 exams. Our department requires this course at least 50% have to be proctored events. So I did not make it more difficult. I get exactly 50%. Yeah, half of the course total is gonna be the proctored events, and the 50% are the 4 tests. Okay, are the 4 tests. So you can divide 50 by 4, so 12.24% for each exam. Yeah, earlier a girl asked me, do we have to go to the testing center, the campus, to take the exam? Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. You have to go to the testing center in person and take your exam there. And the exam's gonna be closed book, closed note. The only thing you can use is your TI-84 calculator. So it's so important to have a good calculator with you. And other type of calculator like Casio might be able to do the same work, but we do not use that type of calculator. When I teach the class, when I demonstrate the process of the solution of the problems, I use TI-84 calculator. So I operate the same type of calculators. And a very important, I'm sorry? I'm sorry? What is it? Did I hear a question? Okay, so I'm gonna continue. So very important here, is it possible you live far away? Because this is a remote class, right? Yeah, in my past online and online live classes, I always have a few students, they live very far away, even in Texas, or even further. In a case you live more than 50 miles away from the closest testing center of TCC, you need to tell me, you need to inform me that fact, and we need to work together and find you a school, the college or university, probably a public college close to where you live. And we're gonna ask the testing center there to accommodate your exams. They might charge you probably $10 to $20 for each exam, then you would have to pay for the fee. Yeah, this might apply to you, so please be aware of that. All right. Yeah, so later, if you belong to this case, please let me know. Please let me know. And so those 3 categories together, 100%. That is the course total, 100%. But on top of the 100% course total, we also have opportunities to earn extra credit. We have up to 4% extra credit. I'm going to talk about extra credit in a minute, right? In later this class. So together, that is your course total, and you should know how do you the range of the percentages to get you A or B or C or D or F, right? Yeah. So let's say by the end of the semester, your course total is between 89%, is between 80% to 89%. So your course total is B, is a letter B. However, you are missing classes. Your attendance is a C. Okay, your attendance is C. Tell me please, B and C. B B for course total, C for attendance. Which one is lower? Yeah, here minimum means I mean the lowest, right? Yeah, B and C, which one is lower? You can type in the chatting.
The C.
Yeah, so even your course total is B, you know pretty well for the class you get a B, right? However, your attendance is C, so on your transcript you're gonna have a C for this class. Is that clear? Okay, I need to make sure everybody is aware of this policy. And if you decide to stay in the class, and you need to respect this policy, and we have to stick to this policy. If you know I'm not going to make to the class more than 30% of the time. Yeah, more than 30% of the time I cannot make to the class, even it's virtual. You know what? That means your attendance will not be able to get a C, and you can only get a D maximum, right? Then you probably should consider to withdraw, because this policy stay here. Okay, let's say another example. By the end of the semester, if your course total is B, letter B as in boss, but your attendance is A, and tell me what do you have on your transcript? B and A, which one is lower? Yeah, B, exactly. B and A. B is lower, so you're gonna have a B on your transcript. Yeah, I want to make sure everybody's clear about that. Yeah, we have you can say it's a unique attendance policy. I have a reason to apply that policy. Yeah, your grade, your letter grade by the end of the semester on your transcript is gonna be whichever lower between your course total and your attendance score. Yeah, how do I record attendance score? I would ask the question during the course of the class, and then you have to respond me. You're not just log in, you have to pay attention. So let me show you where do I record your attendance. I record our class, the attendance in Starfish. Yeah, this is our class. This is today. As you can see, we have 4 options for each student, right? If you're present, you're present. You have a full point for this meeting. If you are absent, then you have a 0 point for this meeting. If you are tardy, what is tardy? If you are late, or you leave early without a good reason, and I do not have the 2 options for those, right? Both of them are just counted as tardy. If one meeting you are marked as tardy, then you lose half of the point. You only get a 50% of the point for that meeting. And you also see there's an excuse here, right? In my syllabus, you should see the detail about your attendance policy. If your absence is excused or not depends on the instructor. I would be the one to decide if your absence is excusable. Very important, please do never email me your medical documents. Please do not put me in trouble. I'm not supposed to know any of your medical information. Okay? Yeah. So just use common sense and good judgment. Try to make to the class. If there's anything happen out of your control, you cannot make to the class, you know what to do? You shoot me an email, explain. Okay? I'm a reasonable person. Yeah, I would decide if I can excuse your absence or not. So very important to be aware of that. So let's go back to the syllabus. Yeah, very, very important attendance policy. Earlier, we mentioned the extra credits, right? Yeah, now let's take care of 2% of the extra credit just today. 4% extra credit, 3 things. The first thing, if you respond me the statement email, I'm going to send you the email right now. So in Blackboard, this is our course shop. I'm going to send an email. Please, you do not do that, okay? I would prefer you send an email through your TCC email box, not Blackboard. The reason I do this here because I can send. I don't have to send it for each person. I can send to the class, the whole class. So the email subject is going to be statement email, and I would stress here, please reply only to me, do not reply to all. Okay, so please agree this statement. What statement? I agree. Please agree that. Well, let me turn on my light. I cannot see my keyboard right now. Okay, so please agree. It is my responsibility to read the content of the announcement the instructor post in Blackboard. And it is my responsibility to read the emails sent by the instructor. Okay, only very short, right? The 2 sentences. Sent. And very shortly you will receive the email. Yeah, you should log into your TCC email box right now. Okay, I got it already. Here, you see that? I got it already. Yeah, elementary statistics section 902 online live. Statement email. Please reply only to me. Do not reply to all. Okay, in your TCC email box, you should find this email. And you see here 3 options: reply, reply all, forward. Please do not click reply all. Only reply to me. Yeah, okay, I'm going to say that. Please do not only agree. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna reply. This is my email, right? You're gonna reply and type, I agree that. It is my type word by word. Then you know what you're committing to. It is my responsibility to read the content of the announcements the instructor posts in Blackboard, and it is my responsibility to read the email sent by the instructor. Type it. Type word by word, not just I agree. Okay, awesome. This is good. I agree that. Yeah, also do not copy paste. I want you please take your time to type them. Yeah, did you hear me that you're gonna reply only to me? Yeah, not to all. Okay, awesome. Yeah, take your time. This should not take too much time, right? Give you 3 minutes. Once you get this task done, you earn 1% extra credit. Okay, we're making good progress. For a remote class, it's so important to communicate. That's why I'm stressing those things. You need to pay attention if I post something important. You don't ignore it. All right, do we have do we have this then? It should not take too much time. Okay, so you get a 1% extra credit. Now let's get another 1% extra credit. Do you see here, new mail? Start a new email. Please do not respond my statement email. That's the 1% we're already done. Yeah. Now we're gonna start a new thing, start a new task. New email. Okay. Yeah, click that. And then to whom? You can type my name, Betty Guo. You see that? Betty Guo. And that is my email address. Yeah. Probably all the faculty, I am the only one has the last name Guo. So when you type Betty Guo, that is me. Nobody have the same name. So type Betty Guo. Anytime you need me, just email me. Yeah, type that. And then the subject is gonna be introduce yourself. Myself. Introduce myself. Okay, that's the title or the subject of the email. And then in the email, you are going to do the following things, like meeting a new friend, right? I'm your new friend. What do you want your new friend know about you? Yeah, what's your major, right? What's your educational background? Or if you have already worked, yeah, maybe your working history, if you don't mind. Yeah, let me see what kind of thing you are working on, and maybe what we learned in statistics have anything to do with your working, right? And if you want to share your family information, that's awesome too. Yeah. And maybe your hobbies, right? And at least, it says that at least the one thing you are good at least the one thing you're not good at. And your expectations from this class. All right? Yeah, take your time. And then you'll send an email to me. Am I clear about that? This is going to be a new email. Has nothing to do with the first task, the statement email at all. Yeah, start a new email and type in my name here. The subject is going to be introduce myself. And then in your email, please include those things. Yeah. Hi, my name is, so and so. I major in maybe history. Yeah, I'm graduating. Yeah, mathematics, this class is the last class I need to take in order to walk in the ceremony, right? And anything like that, you're working, and educational history, family, at least the one thing you are good at least the one thing you are not good at, and your expectation about the class. I'll give you 5 minutes now, okay? If you have any questions, you can type in the chat and I'll answer. But I would prefer you finish the email today. Do you want it in paragraph form? Yes. We are a college student, right? Then you're going to write an email like a college student. Be careful your grammar. Yeah. You are a college student. You don't want to write an email just look like an elementary school student. Whatever you write represents yourself. When in my culture, your penmanship represents you. Can you go back to the things you want us to mention? Okay. An email. Your major, your educational or working history, your family, you want to share with me, right? At least the one thing you are good at least the one thing you are not good at, your expectations for this class. I recommend a software. It's free. It's called Grammarly. It has has a version, higher version you have to pay, but the basic version you don't have to pay. Yeah, I use it. So it helps me to correct the grammar, or if I misspell something, it will mark it and I can fix it. On my syllabus, I do mention that I respond to your email within 24 hours, right? But because beginning of the semester, I have like the 3 classes. I have 12 weeks, so it's gonna start in September. For the 3 classes I teach start yesterday, I have around 60 students. I need to respond the introduce yourself email. I don't have the time to get it done within 24 hours. Yeah, let me take my time to read your introduce yourself email and then respond. Okay? Only that one, not within 24 hours. That's not something urgent either. Are the things we are good and not good at meaning in general or relating to the class? It could be general, could be related to the class. I just want to know you better. That's it. How about 3 more minutes?
Do you take roll at the beginning of the class?
Today I just took a picture of here, you know. I'm going to record attendance later because today is different. Some of you stuck in another classroom, right? Virtual classroom. So yeah, many of you were late, so I'm not going to mark you as tardy. We had 18 earlier. Now it becomes 17. Oh, there's one inactive. Caddy. So when you take the class, remote class, you want to have a reliable internet environment. The best you can do. 2 more minutes.
Hey, I just had a question. If for the in-person exams, if there's like, if we have something that interferes with it, are there test retakes?
No, you would have to. You only have a one attempt. You do not have makeup tests. What I can do is give you maybe 2 or 3 days, and you can choose any of the 3 days to go to the testing center any time of any day. Then you don't have to just like if I only give you like a 3 hours window, that would be very difficult, right? But if I give you a 3 days window, that'll be more flexible. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I just wanted to make sure if it was what the
Yeah, but we do not have makeup. You would only have one attempt.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. I think that I used the wrong term, but yeah, I just meant if we had another opportunity to
Yeah,
do it.
yes, yeah. So in the syllabus, uh, the tentative calendar, I have the test on only on one day, but that's just a reminder for me. Okay, we are going to have tests around that time period. But I will not just give you one day. I will give you maybe 3 days, maybe longer. But you only have one attempt. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. Good question.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, are we good with the introduce myself email? So everybody get one more extra credit, right? Yeah, 1% more extra credit. Let's go back to the syllabus. So we have at most 4% extra credit, and you just got 2% of them. What about the other 2%? You by the end of the semester, the college will email you to remind you to take a course feedback survey. You will not see that right now. And you will see that when by the end of the semester, maybe the last 2 weeks or last 1 week of the semester, and make sure you are aware that's important. Because if we have at least 80% of the class complete the survey, then everybody in the class will receive 2% extra credit. And last semester in the summer, we did not make it 80%. We only make like 60%. Only 60% of the class complete the survey. So nobody get the extra credit. Yeah, so please do not wait other people to make up the 80%. You have to do that as well. And we expect to have your honest feedback about the class, and we can work on that. You know, we can know your true feelings, and we can improve our class. So be aware of that. By the end of the semester, we have the opportunity to get another 2% extra credit, but you need to do the survey, the course feedback survey. Sounds good? Yeah, at the most you can get 104% for the course total, but 104% or 100% or 90%, that is just the A, letter A. Okay, yeah, also you need to have a good attendance in order to get an A. Your attendance also needs to be, cannot be lower than your course total. If your attendance is lower than your course total, then your grade will be affected. So that's very important. And then see what else important in the syllabus. Yeah, that is the attending, another policy about attendance. Yeah, how do we know an absence is excusable? Yeah, that's up to me to decide. And the last part of the syllabus is the calendar. Yeah, just now we have a lady ask a very important question. As I said, it's so important to pay attention to the announcement on my email, right? Yeah, I will post the announcement and email you about the time and the location that you can take your exam 1, 2, 3, 4. The test 4 is gonna be treated as a final. Yeah, see the review for test 4. So we're gonna take a day during the final week to take the test 4. Yeah, test 4 is gonna be treated as a final. We don't really have a final, but test 4 is gonna be treated as final, and it's gonna happen in the final week. Yeah, as I said, I will give you a few days window that you can pick a time to go to the center. Very important that once again, if you live far away, as it says here, and you need to go to a foreign institution. Foreign institution means you are not a student of the institution. And please let me know. You need to let me know your zip code, the location you live, and we need to find a college close to you, and they would be willing to accommodate your exam, something like that. Any question about the syllabus so far? Any question about the syllabus so far, guys? Can we test on Saturday? Oh, so the testing hour. Can we test on Saturday? We would have to look at the hours of the
Southeast campus is open on Saturdays.
Okay, awesome. That's very important information. Yeah. So on our website, TCC website, you should be able to search testing center hours here. Yeah, I would wait for when we're closer to the first exam and then give you the information. And make sure you have plenty of time to take your test. How about that? How about when we get it closer to exam 1, I'll send you the information of the testing center, the hour information. I got another question. Are my lab this class assignments due the day before class or the same week? Good question about the due date. Let's see our due date so far. So as you can see, those optional media, they are not graded. So the due date is the end of the semester, right? Other than that, I do have due dates for those assignments, and try to get it done before that time. Since Pearson used the East Coast time, and we are 1 hour behind. For example, this section 2.1, it says due 11:59 p.m., right? But it will close, the sum will be closed at 10:59 p.m. because it's the time zone. We are 1 hour behind. So be aware of that. Do not wait for the last hour to do your homework, and it's gonna be closed. More questions? Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah. Southeast campus will, the testing center open on Saturdays, 9 to 3, beginning August 19 to December 9. That's good news. Very good. Also, I will send you the information when I send out the email announcement about test 1. Yeah, I'll make sure you have enough time to take your test. Any other questions, guys? Why are there green flags by some but not others? What green flags? Let me see. Do you see green? Oh, okay. So, for example, if you try to start 1.1 assignment, it will not let you because you have to do my lab orientation first. So there's a prerequisite setting. Did I answer your question? Yeah. So you have to complete the previous assignments at a certain grade percentage, and then you are allowed to take the next assignment. I think that might be the reason of those green flags. I'll look it up later. Yeah, that's my understanding. Any other questions? Sorry guys, I'm back. I accidentally clicked something wrong. So let me start recording again. Oh, it's actually recording, still recording. Do we have any other questions? Let me think. Register to my lab statistics, very important. And that's the first thing. And we got a 2% extra credit. We went over the policy in the syllabus. That's pretty much, oh, tutoring center. Okay, very, very important. Because I know some of you have this, anxiety about taking mathematics class. We have different resources that you can take advantage. For example, here, you can go to in-person tutoring on all the 4 major campuses, or you can try the virtual tutoring. This is remote class, so you might want to try virtual tutoring. You can click here, and then, yeah, there's a website here on my syllabus. You can click and the website will guide you through the information. Okay. So it's A4. So our class from 7:30 to 8:50. Okay, that took longer than what I wanted it to. Okay, by the syllabus, we want to cover some information about the first section, right? And this week we want to cover the first 3 sections. Okay, the first section, we have some concepts and definitions to learn. And we're going to play a matching game here. The first pair concepts, statistical thinking and critical thinking. For each pair of concepts, I have 2 definitions here. Yeah, one is here, the other is here. So let's match them, okay? Yeah, the first one. This one says, the ability to make reasoned decisions or judgments about what to do and think. And
Your
the second
camera's not on.
Yeah, I'm not able to see your screen.
I'm sorry. Let me fix that. I apologize. Okay, you should be able to see now.
Yes.
Okay, so we are playing a matching game. The first pair of concepts, statistical thinking versus critical thinking. So I have 2 concepts here, 2 definitions here. The first one, the ability to make reasoned decisions or judgments about what to do and think. The second one, the ability to make sense of the statistical results. It demands more than just the complicated calculations. So which one goes to which one? Which one matches which one? Let me see, did you answer that here? Oh, thank you, Kelly, for letting me know. Which one refers to statistical thinking? Which one refers to critical thinking? Yeah, please read through the definition. This one goes to statistical thinking, right? And this one goes to critical thinking. Critical thinking is broader, is a broader concept. And statistical thinking is focused on statistics. Statistical thinking involves critical thinking. And it mainly refers to the ability to be able to make sense of the result from your statistical research. And there's a common misunderstanding. People think statistics just work with numbers, right? Yes, it's true, work with numbers, but not just calculated numbers. Calculated numbers actually is the minor part. Yeah, we have so many different good softwares can do the calculation. The more important thing about doing a statistical research is to design the research. And once you have the result, you have to know how to interpret the result. So that's the difference between the 2 concepts. Are you good with that? Critical thinking and statistical thinking. Critical thinking is broader, and statistical thinking is mainly the ability we want to cultivate through this class. The next pair, population and sample. Yeah, look at the 2 definitions here. The first one, a sub-collection of members selected from a population. And the second one, the complete collection of all measurements or data that are being considered. So which one is a population? Which one is a sample? This is a pair of very important pair of concepts. Population is the set containing all the members, all the participants, or the measurements of the participants in your consideration. Okay, for example, if you want to know you want to know, let's say Tulsa area, right? You want to know the smoking, non-smoking, if the person is smoker or non-smoker, right? And your population would be all the people living in Tulsa area. So that's your population. So this should go to here. Population is a set containing all the data that you consider. And sample instead is only a subset of the population. Yeah, so let's say it's not practical or very time consuming to go through every single person who lives in Tulsa area because so many people, right? And a better way to do your research is to get a representative sample. Yeah, randomly select. Maybe you can divide the Tulsa area into sections, and from each section you can maybe randomly select 1,000 people. Then you would have a subset or subcollection as the definition states. And that subset would be a sample of the population. Do you see the difference, guys? Yeah, let's look at the two concepts again. Population refers to the collection, the complete collection of all the measurements or data that are being considered. Sample instead is a subset of members selected from the population. So the members in the sample are from the population. So we have two ways mainly to, depends on how you classify the ways. So the next concept, pair of concepts, census and sample. Okay, let's match which one goes to which one. Yeah, this one says a complete collection of all measurements or data that are being considered. And this one is the collection of data from every member. Actually, this is a wrong one. I should have this copied here. Copy, paste. We have the definition for the sample, right? Yeah, so we know this is the sample. That's the definition for sample. Sample is a subset or subcollection of the population. And what about census? You probably also hear about census a lot. Yeah, census is different from getting a sample. Census is to go through every single member in the population. Yeah, we all heard about population census, right? Yeah, for all the countries, the country probably only do one population census, like a count heads. Yeah, how many people live in this country, right? Look at their ID, the paperwork. Yeah, so they probably only do that every 10 years. Yeah, once every 10 years. Why only once every 10 years? Because it's very time consuming. I remember when I was little, they really would go to our door and check our paperwork. So census is a way to collect data from the population. Yeah, but the way of collecting the data is go through every single member in the population. It's very different from sample. Sample is just a part of just a part of the population. Let me check any questions. Yeah, census every member of the population. Perfect, very good. Thank you for paying attention. And let's continue. Next pair of concept, parameter and a statistic. Parameter and a statistic. And very important, we need to know parameter is a numerical description of a population. Yeah, since we just have the know the difference between population and sample, right? So when it's time to know, it's good timing to understand parameter and statistic. And statistic corresponds to sample. Parameter corresponds to population. Yeah, this concept actually belongs to section 1.2. Parameter refers to a numerical description of a population. And the notations for parameters and are very different from the notations for statistics. Here, I need to point out, statistic here is a singular, Statistic is a singular. Let me see if I can circle that here. Oops, I have some technical issue. It will let me write. So let me just say it. Statistic is the singular. It refers to one numerical description of the sample. For example, if you have a sample, and if you take the average of the sample, you have the sample mean. That's the notation for sample mean, X bar. That is one value. That is one statistic. It is one numerical description of the sample. If you have more that kind of values, and you call them statistics with S behind, so that would be the plural form of this definition, statistics. And it's different from, this is the elementary statistics class. Yeah, so in that sentence, this is the elementary statistics class. That statistics is a singular, is in a singular form. It refers to the branch, one branch of mathematics. So it's different. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about here. So it could mean two different things. Yeah, when we talk about statistics, we have to look at the concepts, the context. Does statistics refer to the research area of the mathematics, the branch of the mathematics that deal with collecting, processing, interpreting data, or it actually means the plural form of statistic? Very important, statistic refer to a numerical description of sample. Yeah, later on we will see sample mean, X bar, sample standard deviation, S, and the sample proportion. Those are statistics. And parameters are numerical descriptions of a population. For example, population mean, we use mu. Population standard deviation, we use sigma. So different notation. For the parameter, we use the Greek letters. For statistics, we use the English letters. Sometimes we have the bar above it, some like a subscript or upper superscript. And seems we run out of time, right? We would have to continue next class on Thursday. Please make sure you join the correct classroom. Next time when we meet in the beginning of the class, I'm going to take the attendance, and you know how important attendance to you. Do you have any questions? The most important thing today is to register MyLabStat. If you have not done that yet, please get that done tonight. We go to assignments and complete the work there. Yeah. Since we have not done much yet, you can try to start it, but you don't have to finish today. Okay? The study plan. Do we follow that or any others? What is study plan? Where's I don't see study plan though.
In the left-hand side in the menu.
Oh, no. You don't need to worry about that. You only need to work on the assignments. We only have 37 graded assignments. And you will see the optional media. You will see videos, PowerPoints, and those are just the materials, resources. You can learn the content, but they are not graded. Yeah. Just for your convenience, you don't have to go to different channel to fetch those information. You can just look at it here, and you have all the things available. Yeah, you see, anything with optional that is not graded. Any other questions? I found the current assignments on the course home tab. You know, this week we are going to finish section 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. If you want to, you can start on those 3 sections only. And you would have to start from the orientation, otherwise you cannot start section 1.1. Any questions? Any other questions? Okay, if you have further questions, you can always email me. I'll respond to your email as soon as I can. All right, guys? So next Thursday, which meeting you join? Let's see. We go to the virtual classroom. The date should be there. Yeah, make sure you are joining the classroom with the correct date. With the correct date. Okay, go to virtual classroom. Next time you should join the one labeled as August 17, right? You click that. It doesn't really let me probably because I'm taking up one classroom. Yeah, make sure you find the right classroom with the date correct date there. All right, guys. Yeah, as you can see there. So next time we meet, you should join this one. Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. to 8:50 p.m. August 17, 8/17/23. You should join this one with the correct date. Okay, guys, if you do not have any further questions, I'll say good night. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you. Bye-bye.